All right, guys. So we have another Simone Biles video here, and I know this is like my third one in 3 days, but this topic is a little bit different, okay? Because the left really reveals who they truly are when it comes to certain people in our society, okay? They reveal that their beliefs are not really consistent when it comes to the people that they like being disadvantaged. And all of a sudden, meritocracy matters. As there's a whole thread on Twitter about Simone Biles and racism, right? And one of the things in particular that they're talking about in terms of racism is not just about how, oh, you got white conservatives, white people criticizing her for dropping out of the competition. It's not just that. They also accused the Olympic Committee, right, and some of these judges in these competitions of being racist towards Simone Biles because of the way they score her. Apparently, Simone Biles gets a lower score than she actually should because she attempts moves that are much more difficult and damn near impossible for her opponents to attempt, right? And there's a whole bunch of people, right, complaining about this, saying that this is wrong, right? For somebody that's more talented, that put in the hard work, that earned a certain score, for her to get scored lower, right? Just to pull other people up to her level. That's wrong. That's what they're saying. They're saying that's racist. Let's read this tweet right here. It says, if you want to know what we mean by systemic racism, look at Simone Biles being penalized by the Olympics for being exceptional. Wait, being penalized for being exceptional, right? Giving people more who don't deserve more is systemic racism? Hold on. Isn't this what the right has been saying this whole time about the concept of equity, right? And how this whole push for equity in academics is unfair, right? It is unfair, particularly towards those who are top performers. But these same woke revolutionaries on the internet stomping for Simone Biles, saying that it is unfair that Simone Biles is being judged unfairly, are the same people who want to push for equity in education, right? And it's just not the woke revolutionaries on Twitter. It's also the New York Times that wrote about this, right? Saying that Simone Biles is not being scored high enough, right? She's not getting her fair share. And Vox, a left-wing outlet, wrote about this. Now, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty details of what's in this article because this channel is not focused on sports generally or, gymnastics and how the scoring system works. But in summary, essentially, the argument is that Simone Biles, the things that she does, right, some of the moves that she attempts are much more difficult than her competition can even attempt, and she's not getting enough points and credit for the difficulty of the moves that she is attempting, right? Therefore, she should be scoring much higher than she really is, and the competition seems to be closer than what it really is when it's really not that close at all, right? She's that far ahead of everybody else, okay? That's the argument. Now, again, like I said, I just find it amazing how the woke revolutionaries on the internet are complaining about this scoring system and calling it systemically racist, saying that it's racist when these same people support equity in schools. These same people want to chastise the right and call the right racist. People on the right racist because we oppose critical race theory, which basically is trying to implement equity in schools. What does equity look like in schools? Well, what it looks like is similar to what the Simone Biles scoring system looks like, where you have top performers and top achievers. They're not able to get the recognition and the accolades that they deserve because their education is dumbed down for the sake of everybody else who can't achieve as much as they can, right? So what that means is that they will get rid of advanced math courses, advanced reading courses, right, to put everybody in the same classroom. Okay, they want to get rid of AP classes. They want to get rid of standardized testing. Standardized testing because they said standardized testing was racist, right? And an objective measure of how prepared somebody is for college and what they did in high school, right? What they know, something that everybody can study for. If you buy some books or you buy some classes, yes, it takes money, but parents should be expected to spend money on their kids to be educated. I'm sorry, right? You should save money for that. If you can't afford to properly educate your child, then you shouldn't have them. This stuff is not hard, but something like the SAT, they're like, oh no, we got to get rid of that because that's racist. Because black people can't perform as well on that, right? But lo and behold, when there's something that black people outperform everybody else on, and people say, oh, hold on, we got to score this person lower because they're too good at what they do. Oh, no, all of a sudden you got an issue, right? And it's funny because, when I did the video about NAACP lady going off on the protesters, right, that were protesting against critical race theory, I said that black people are not going to like it when black people are the highest performers, whether that's sports, academics, whatever. When black people are ahead of everybody else, when they're doing better than everybody else, they're not going to like it when black people are held back for the sake of everybody else. They're not going to like it. That's why I said I don't necessarily agree with affirmative action. I don't agree with any of that because I'm a forward thinker, right? I'm thinking in the future, okay, what happens if black people all of a sudden become the top performers? Would I want to be for affirmative action, right? Do I think that would be fair at that point? Of course not. So why would I be for it now? Why would I do it? See, that's how I think about stuff, right? I think about what happens if this is turned around on us. And lo and behold, when it's turned around on Simone Biles, somebody they like, they boo-hoo and crying about it. Well, you boo-hoo and crying about equity, right? I thought that's what you guys wanted. You wanted equity. See, you only want it when it benefits you. You don't want it when it disadvantages you. And people want to get mad at, some Asian parents and some white parents that are like, yo, I don't want my child to be held back or not get the accolades or the recognition they deserve because some other students aren't doing as well as they are. I don't want that, right? But those people were smeared as racist for saying that. They're racist if they say that. But now all of a sudden, oh, no. Equity is racist. The people that are for punishing those who achieve well and rewarding those who don't, they're the racists now. You see how this works, guys? And that's why I want to highlight this because it just shows you how much of a joke the left is, right? They want equity except when they don't want it. For as much as they claim they love socialism and communism, they won't move to Cuba, right? They'll stay in the United States. They won't move to a country that they claim they love so much, but they'll stay in the United States and try to make the United States socialist and communist. But they won't move to one of their own, right? They're just hypocrites, man. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.